Hello. How are you? This is the what remains of Edith Finch. Now, I don't know anything about this game, I'm gonna tell you this.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay. Okay. Very peaceful.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Maybe don't. Oh, by the way, I'm getting what the? Whoa, 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 whoa! Edith, Milton, Lewis. Wait, 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 whoa, 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 wait. Who's Odin? Like Odin didn't dude? You know what? I remember this. I remember hearing about this game. It basically shows how her whole family died, and how she's like the only one left. That's basically what the whole game's about. I remember that. But why is your name Odin? Oh, the only Odin that I know is Odin Din Dune. Okay, so I don't want to hear this.
I've been back since my brother Lewis.
Oh, sorry to hear about that.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
We'll figure it out. Jeez, like, what
Maybe
you
she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be
or maybe you expect me to know, because I know dang well you do. I know dang well you expect me to know. You know what? I don't like you.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
But I saw a few hoof prints. Shut up. Nobody likes you, Jesus. Excuse me? Can you come back? Jesus Christ, man.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
But you could have just came back to it in the first place.
About my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh, that's maybe your family knows. They experienced their own deaths, right? I'm not sure.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Freaking alligator head, snake, a serpent, like what?
As a child, The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Then how the heck did you inherit it if you were a child? That's my question.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
And like words?
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Well, it ain't bad. I'm trying again. Well, okay, never mind. No. Wait, we have to stop doing this.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Well, it's not. Wait, unlocks this door then. There was a perfectly fine keyhole. You didn't have to do that.
A lot easier when I was 11.
Okay. Whatever you say, I'm just a listener, bro.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Turn it back on. Jesus.
For the first time
Make your life so difficult.
I felt like I was home.
Why? There's like alcohol everywhere, like.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Why is there ramen all over the counter?
Only
Chinese
one
food?
restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
What's wrong with all the other restaurants? Like, what did you do to them? Jeez, like, just.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Really? Oh, I thought cats like chocolate.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Here's the thing, I don't really care, like...
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Did she die in her nursing home?
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile,
everything in this house looks abnormal. I'm gonna be so honest with you. It really does. It really does.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Your brother Milton is not alive, man. Your family's haunted. I'm sorry, your family's just haunted, man.
In the whirlwind of that last night.
Packing peanuts? The packing peanuts got left behind? Ooh! I'm not going here.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Okay. So you're gonna, like, just finally admit that everything is abnormal about your house?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
I don't know where the stupid key goes. What happened in your basement? Like, your mom is the sketchiest person I could ever think of.
Disappeared. Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated
Then,
and drilled peepholes.
yeah, I was about to say just unseal them. Right there.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages.
Great Uncle Walter has erectile dysfunction. What?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Well, my thought is it's gonna lead up your
Molly's room through the peephole.
I didn't click that.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh, I wasn't done listening. Hello? Okay, bye.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
You did. Kind of. It was a book.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
I'm gonna eat the gerbil food?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Freaking idiot, you just killed your gerbil. Jesus.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Oh, just no. Oh, I have accent. Oh.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
You're gonna eat Christopher. You're gonna eat your freaking fish. Well, I can't teach this, bro. Like, come on, what are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? I mean, are we this freaking stupid that we have second thoughts about eating our fish? At least, I mean, you already ate the gerbil food. That's bad enough.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. What kind of mother is doing this? What kind of mother is doing this to her child? I mean, come on.
I ate a lot of things that night.
I can tell. I don't think that real.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh my god, she's gonna eat the
It
bird.
was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Where do I go? Bird, bro. Just let me eat you at this point. Like, you obviously want to eat this bird, bro. You're just hungry that you turned into a cat, which is really just you being stupid and jumping on branches. Cause I know well. Hello. Hello. I'm going to eat you. Hello.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Yep, you're not a cat, bro. You're just a stupid child that jumped onto the freaking fences and killed yourself, I guess, or something on
I could tell she
accident.
was getting really tired. Now I was up in a big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
You want to eat. You're so sped. You're such a sped child. I know it's not really nice to call little kids that, but I don't care. You're a sped little child.
I gobbled her up.
And you fell out the tree and you fell to your death.
I was an owl.
Oh.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Yeah.
Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine.
I don't want to watch this.
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Why are you eating this stuff?
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Oh my god, stupid idiot.
Suddenly, I was a shark.
Why are we capping so hard? You're not a shark.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
What are you calling fat?
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
What is wrong with you? Where the heck did she go? Oh, I see it.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Hey, what, a eel?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, and I moved real quiet.
What the heck is wrong with you? Idiot. Idiot kid. Idiot kid, man. Just eating people. Straight up.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have. So I
No, you don't need it. Now, I want to know why in the world this little girl went through all this stuff. She started eating people. Because she literally admitted that she wasn't really a cat because she said, Dad told me to stop climbing on the tree. So that's how, why are we telling the story this way? Just say I'm a cannibal who really needs to eat some because my mom is neglective and now I'm calling out of somebody's toilet.
I got closer and closer.
I guess I'm eating myself. I mean, all your stomachs.
And suddenly, I was me again.
You were dreaming.
For a long time.
You were dreaming.
I can't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
So she got eaten by a snake. She got killed. In her sleep, a snake jumped through their toilet. And it ate your sister. I don't know. I was playing as she dreamed that she was what she. I still want to know who Odin known as here, and why Kay and Ingeborg and Sanjay have just no dates on them. What's that about? And why is Edie almost 100 years old in 2010? What is this?
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Wait a second. Molly is not your sister, so who is that? Molly was born in 1937. Is that your aunt or something? Don't know, don't care. Anyway, person number one, I guess.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Edie's her great grandma. Okay. So is that why she's almost 100 years old? Jesus Christ.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide
Holy
from my mom.
unk.
Her room was like a museum.
Who the heck is that? That's Odin Din Din Dune!
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Names are good. Ingeborg. Odin Din Din Dune.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
I accidentally just put it down. My stupid self. Alright, so basically he died from some tsunami thing.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long way.
How do you draw like that? You just put your... Like, I'd like to go in here, thank you. Guess not. Jesus Christ.
Edie knit me a new pair
Louis
of gloves. Died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
What were you saying before? I missed it.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Okay, well,
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
I don't know anything about Ingeborg. Grimes of glory, glory houses swell. Took him to the end, but he is slow. Slovakia, Slovakia, today we Slovakia.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Sometimes I just didn't ask you. Thank you. Goodbye.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace. There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Okay.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Yeah, I just want to hear that dialogue, I guess.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Finch National Park. Wow. Did you really never shut up? Because I really about to lose it.
And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Yep, I guess he had already made it up, huh?
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
He did it. Oh, man.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh, man. It really gets the best of me once we stop making fun of these characters, but... Oh.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
So what I'm getting from this book is that for Sanjay, Sven, and Ingeborg, they're just like side. I'm guessing they have natural cause deaths or something because I don't know.
After the funeral,
Because it just shows them as side
we
leaves.
never
It's
found
just
Calvin
like,
half the room.
you know, the ones married into the family, you know, stuff like that.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
What are we doing?
The passages were
Basic
pretty
task
tight fit.
for
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Well, I didn't want to know about Barbara, and you told me anyway.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Wow. Thanks a lot for that.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Well, America is stupid as poop. John Poop, John Pork, John Poop, John Sloop, John Whoop down and get it. John Whoop down and get it.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Thank you for that, I guess.
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
We were just in Edith Senior's room. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Well, after child star comes another type of star.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
What's we supposed to do to place the freaking magic Koopa load in
Barbara was famous
Mario movie?
for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I love...
You're right!
Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
You want me to do that?
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Mm-hmm.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Okay. That's great to hear.
Rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Okay, I'm dead, Walter. Walter dead, Walter. I don't know why the heck I'm listening to the spooky, scary Halloween music that I hear outside those light up houses. Are you still there?
Walter, are you there?
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was.
You're good.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Okay. Why is this so long? I don't know, but...
The hookman had vanished. She listened to
It vanished. Everything vanishes all the time.
What was
These stories.
at the door. She heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there
What the heck?
myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans.
I accidentally just skipped the rest of it.
Of course, the
Never mind, I
police
clicked
blamed
the
it
button.
all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Alright, so basically her fans went after her, dressed in Halloween suits or whatever on Halloween, and killed her. I guess. I don't know.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Maybe.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, but now...
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key. Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Yeah, funny you say that. Very funny. You just randomly, yeah. Okay, funny you say that. 1947, by the way. Well, what year is this? 20, who knows what year? I don't know. Already looked in there. This game did not come out in 2026. The basement is where you're gonna find it all. You're gonna find all of it. Oh, we're about to learn about
the basement was off
Sven.
limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Yeah, probably not.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Turns out, yeah. Turns out.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after
Maybe
Barbara
up
died, he
your
got as
booty
far away
hole.
as he could.
Wow.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
I'm telling you, Edith Finch is gonna die. Is gonna die searching. Oh, we're gonna learn about
Goodbye,
Walter.
everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
I didn't think you'd ever survive, because according to the thing, you only lived to play like... Actually, let me check that. Walter only lived... Actually, not bad. He lived to be 53. He lived to be 53 years old. I'm still questioning about Odin didn't do. Like, where you get this name from? Odin. Didn't do it. Maybe you're just Odin didn't done. Maybe that's who you are. You're Odin didn't done. Got my Easter candy here. Got a belly with the smelly. Yeah. Got my Easter candy here. Got the belly with the beard. It's so smelly. I have robin eggs in my basket. This Cadbury robin eggs are so good.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
And then you died?
Long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Longest in 30 years, you what, gooned? Like, okay, leave then. Get out. Alright. Eating robin eggs.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake.
Maybe you're... What?
But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
I thought he was smashing his
Whatever's out
brains
there,
in.
I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Freaking idiot! Standing in the middle of the railroad like a stupid raccoon.
Walter died when I was 6.
I don't care how old you are, 6, 7, I don't care. I don't care. You're not here, a stupid. I don't care about your freaking Walter White. That's his name, right? Walter White? You're such an idiot. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go find it. I'm gonna go find what I'm looking for. And you're standing in the middle of a railroad where trains go. Just... What's this about? Hmm?
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
That dye on jelly bean rub, I'm telling you. That puts a bad aftertaste on those robin
But
eggs.
if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Just this random fruit, ooty patootie taste.
I can only imagine what else she was
But,
hiding.
you know, they have to put them in the same eggs. You have to put a bunch of different things in the same eggs. You have to put loose jelly beans with robin eggs so that all the dyes can get on them and you can get this nasty aftertaste that nobody likes.
Mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
No. Don't get ran over by the freaking train like a dumb person.
There's only one of us left. Or maybe two.
Oh, what happened to your mom, huh? Wait. Who's your mom again? Dawn? Your mom's Dawn, right? I'm gonna just say your mom's Dawn. 2016. She died in 2016. So I'm guessing that this year is 2016. Actually, hey Siri, what year does the remains of Edith Finch take place in? No, I'll do it myself. It came out in 2017, so I'm guessing it just takes place in 2017. I don't need your help anymore, Siri. I got the answer. Stop trying to work with ChatGPT or whatever to get your stupid stuff done. Okay? We get it.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
I know the time I heard the stories for myself. How about you don't?
And found out what happened to everyone else.
What happened to everyone else? Wow.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse.
Maybe we're just yapping.
We made it real.
No. Don't go on about this. Don't go on about this. Well, Walter died. Where do I go from here? Oh, I'm stupid. Where do I go from here? Get this egg out the tank. That's not the color I tried to pick out. What the heck?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Okay.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believe them, for what that's worth.
They are true stories. It's how your ancestors died, idiot. I think on knowledge of the family, Edith is about at the bottom. Think like that. Why are you typing chew? Hmm? What's your issue? What's your issue? It's called bubblegum with eggshell.
When you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Bubblegum my butt that tastes like blue raspberry. Butter my butt and call me periwinkle, but like...
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Smart one. Probably.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy Jr. Burpy, Chirpy, Furpy, Lurpy, Zerpy. I can tell you right now who named those. I'm saying probably I don't know. Lewis was 22 when he died. Milton was only like 11. I'm guessing that Edie named all them because who else was alive for that long? I could even name a gerbil at that young. Like, it was Edie. Who's Bailey? Who names their dog Shatsy? We have bunnies. Another dog without the doghouse. For some reason. Bailey, big dog, I guess. You have a cemetery for your frog? Yorbal's another cat, another dog. What the heck this is?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
What the heck? You don't show me the freaking flavors? Jesus.
She could see it poking out of the water at low
Oh,
tide.
I don't care. I want to see this.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
I don't care. Thank you. Bye. Maybe not.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Sure, whatever you want, I guess.
But looking back on it
Whatever you
now,
want to think. I have no clue though.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
What? You're pregnant? And who got you pregnant, huh? Want to tell me who the heck got you pregnant?
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
That's a tough picture.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Who's Dawn? Dawn? Is that girl there? Now who the heck is that? I have no clue.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
I kept taking pictures of the seeds like an idiot.
Whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Still there?
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
I don't know what they want me to take a picture of, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Being.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Dad...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you need to be strong.
Jeez.
Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Okay. This one I gotta try not to laugh at. That was low-key funny.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
So Dawn is my mom. That's... Gregory was a 1-year-old baby. Who's Gregory?
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
I want to know who thought to name their kid K. Oh yeah, I'm gonna name my kid K because K is such a good name. Hi, my name is K. Like, why would I want to name my kid K? It just sounds like a letter. I mean, it is, but this sounds like the letter that it's not. Whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe I have... What? I'm speaking in Shakespeare. Yep.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close.
I got it. It wasn't funny.
They both lost a lot.
Gregory, the 1-year-old baby. How do you die?
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he
Okay,
was alone?
I don't want to hear it.
Like something
Why did you name a kid K?
only he could see it.
I want to see. Wait a second.
I think he saw things.
What's happening between those legs, huh?
Vacuum's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Sure he's happy. And he'd want me to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
This is kind of like a fever
Can't
dream.
imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet... A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Haha.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh, jeez.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. And all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
That's why you don't go with the middle finger at your
I
dad.
wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you. She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Gus is a terrible name. Please leave me alone. I'm guessing Dawn wrote that for him.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Mm-hmm.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Wait, so you're half Indian?
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
No, she's half Indian.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Heck is that?
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings. I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family. Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Ooh. I didn't understand that one at all.
That was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Oh, he disappeared. He uses magic paintbrush to disappear. So I don't know exactly how he died. Well, I'm hoping that's it. Maybe. I'm not hoping. Okay, I'm not hoping. Okay. I'm hoping that
Mom
I'm
spent
right.
months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Who? Hey, your name is Dawn. You married an Indian dude. Then you settle on the name Milton.
Had found in the house. Mom didn't want it getting out.
Okay.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Cannery? Who works at a cannery?
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis. Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
What
Newly
the heck?
sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Begin to.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small.
You had to play with two different
Imagining
joysticks.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. Things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
I'm playing with two joysticks, man.
I hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Mm-hmm.
Like a whole new Lewis.
And fish blood cover hands, bruh.
So I let him go on.
Lemon pepper scratch marks. LeBron James headline.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Still there? You still existing? You still alive?
New friend.
Still on there?
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Hey, playing the drums. I'm not
Then he made
wrong.
musicians.
The musicians are ready. They've been ready. Musicians are ready. The man is heavy. We got dancers. We be
Songs
dancing.
for them to play.
We dancing, dancing for pants, and dancing for sons, and dancing for men.
He talked about starting a band.
Coming outside, give me your light, give me your time, make it shine. Get a band. I am the band. I am a band. I am this band. Band is so tough. I'm tough for the stuff. I'm tough and toughen it up.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day
It's so tough. I'll start making stuff. I'll start dancing, then I'll start prancing, then I'll start going around, and I'll start dancing like a bone.
Were all in his imagination.
Kurt Cobain couldn't fight. So I'll pray him good night. I'll put him out of life.
He held an election for mayor.
I did what they couldn't do. Now I'm trying to move.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already.
He had to leave. He had to be somebody.
It became a game. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Yeah, I know his hand winning that chopper.
St. Louis. We started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home.
Minneapolis.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
What the heck is a handsome queen? How about handsome queef? You have any of that?
The queen was on her own quest for
but I want to know about this handsome queef.
He followed the sound of her
electric sitar, of course.
Electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Golden like shout. Oh my goodness. We are just cooking today.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping sand, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Like the shower? I'm dragging it.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Hello, sir. Blackie. Oh, okay. I'm saying too much.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Including the wise Alco, who insisted on inviting him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who
What? We have no. This is the saddest death in the whole game. We can't make sadder death than that. You told me he went to the top of the meat grinder.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Just to get his head chopped off? Yeah, I want my head chopped off.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
That says a lot for someone who has a whole game in their head.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
But she circles us off. Okay.
What happened that night had been kind of for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
We did last night.
last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Uh-huh. I'm not leaving. That's why I can see some.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sailed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Mm-hmm.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Yes.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
What? Who the heck is a catter and pooty potato thingy? Well, so where are we getting at here? Okay, we get it.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first and last time I never saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. No, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things.
That's clearly a deer. You didn't see things. That was a deer.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Didn't know about the Roblox game. Didn't really care. But thanks for telling me.
Things I can't explain, but that
I appreciate you
to try and
Edith,
wanting to tell me
what are
things.
you doing in here? It's mine. Edith! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
It looks mid.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Why'd she look like that?
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Looks lime a ripoff.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Also lime.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
I'm not a Finch, thank
If we
you.
lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things.
So where's Edie?
But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Yes, there was, idiot. Edie was the grandma.
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Actually? That's such cap, but okay.
I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
Excuse me?
Good luck.
When did she die? Who am I? Who am I? No, no, no. Don't put me in a situation like this. Who am I? No, I don't want to hear about Giant Sparrow. I actually did all the stories. Wow. I just got a trophy for seeing someone's name in the ending credits. Like, the bar pit bars. Oh man. I've never been sure. I'm gonna show you what the heck I just took a screenshot of. Why does that baby look like that? Hold on, I'll show you. No, I'm not watching. I watched like the whole thing. I missed the last 5 seconds of that video. You realize that, right? No, there was like 5-10 seconds left. Basically the same thing. Okay, so here's the thing. That death doesn't connect to Edie dying. Grandma Edie. All it connects is that we didn't see her again. Well, we don't know how Milton died either, to be fair, but still, like, this doesn't help me. Or anybody. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go through every death here, right here, right now. Because I want to make sense out of any of this, right? Alright, let's start off with sorry. So let's start with Odin the Nendo, right? This dude's life makes no sense. Actually, yes, it does. But it's like, all you hear about him is that he was an old dude who lived in an old time, and he got swooped up by a wave. Edie, old age probably. Molly, a snake slid in through their toilet and ate her. And she's seen it coming before it happened. Like, what? Barbara got molested by a bunch of her evil fans. Calvin wanted to fly, so he has the Sam had like the funniest death, I'm gonna be honest. The deer came out, the deer just is like sitting there just dead, and all of a sudden he's going Walter, dumbest guy in this entire story, sits there in the middle of the train tracks. Gregory, I don't even know how that actually happened. How did the tub actually fill up? That's the thing. They say like the rabbit thing in a weird way. I mean, some of the stories were told completely true. So, like, I don't know. But Gus, I mean, what happened to Gus again? Oh yeah, stupid dude wanted to fly his kite. And he got killed by a thunderstorm. Dawn, she got sick and died. Lewis had some obsession with chopping tuna and living in a little Prince world, and just said, oh, you know what? I love my job. I love doing my tuna. I like walking in my little world. So guess what? I'm gonna go to the top of the meat factory and put my head under the freaking guillotine. Yeah, that makes absolute sense. Milton, who knows? Edith. I have no clue what happens to Edith, but he said, oh, this is what I'm telling you now. Because I found out you're the only one left. Making no sense. Say, I won't platinum this right now. There's an achievement for... Just say I won't platinum this right now. I won't platinum this game. Yeah, it won't take that long. Just say it. Say, Benny won't platinum this right now. But that's not like verbally true. Or actually. Alright, so there's an achievement for replaying a story, and there's an achievement for replaying Calvin's story, so we can get both at once.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Just shut up.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
I'm German.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Huh. Tough, 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 tough.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, and you would have died doing it. I got an achievement for that. Now, what telescopes? I didn't see no telescopes. I'm not gonna platinum it right now, actually. There's 3 trophies I could do right now. Rest of them I'll probably do off of stream. Because it's gonna take, I basically have to redo the whole game all over again, so I have to look through all the peepholes and telescopes one by one and basically just stare out them. I don't know.
Dear Kay, Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
That's all I had to do.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I'm gonna do this whole thing again.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Who's her mom again? Barbara? Somebody? Wait. No, that's not possible, but... Who's her mom? Might have been Edie. It's either Edie or... Yeah, it's gotta be... No, because... You know what? Don't know, don't care. Come on, try now.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Gerbil food was dry, I didn't mind it. Shut up, please. Thank you. I don't know if you could eat this pumpkin.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, never mind.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I just hope that just landed.
I kept eating and eating.
And eating. I kept eating and eating.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Yeah, because you're fat.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Why do you want to eat a mama bird?
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Wait, what was the achievement? Because I just failed the first time. It was catch 2 rabbits with only 2 swoops. I just failed. So I have to restart the whole thing again. Okay, so the first rabbit you see, just go for it. And hope that you catch it. Because I just folded.
December 13th,
1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, and I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Well, you can eat in the bathroom. Thank you.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
I don't really care.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Can I speedrun? Bird is not there still.
I kept eating and eating. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
I don't care.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Again, don't care.
Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
I didn't chew one bit.
Something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Got it. Oh, that
She
trophy.
was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
No, I said you didn't miss anything. I got the trophy. I basically speedrun like the whole cat park, and somehow did that.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I don't really care.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Alright, so there's an achievement for this part too. That's why I'm still in it.
People everywhere.
I wouldn't know what this thing is. This achievement is for letting the sailor finish his song.
I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Drunken sailor, what do you do? The drunken.
His belly was rusty, his belly was rusty, his belly was rusty.
That interrupts his song. You can't. That's not how it works. To restart the whole thing. Can't. My goodness. Make me do it again. Because. My goodness. I want to talk to Molly, bro.
December 13th,
I don't care. Just go on. Move on.
Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
I don't really care.
I ate a lot of things that night. I kept eating and eating.
I kept eating and eating.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
This
It was a
story
barn
makes me so
swallow
mad.
going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
Fatty always eating.
I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Don't really care.
Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
I didn't chew one bit.
To find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Okay, big back, just admit it.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
I don't really care. Excuse me.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
So you eat more, but you get more hungry? That don't make no sense.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I don't really care what tasted good. You want a cookie for what you think tastes good?
I grabbed on tight. And I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Alright, don't kill the dude in front of the sailor or he'll stop singing.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, and I moved real quiet.
Okay.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. My goodness. Oh, he's done. I got the achievement. I don't believe there's any other achievements on this level. So, I'm gonna see. Something. So, actually, no, these are gonna be easy. I'm gonna tell you. 19% of players have got this platinum. 19%. So. It's Sam, I think? Yeah.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I have to take a picture of a rabbit.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? What? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
It's too early, Dad.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
So Dawn, the girl here, is Edith's mom.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the
Yep,
spirit.
this is Edith's mom right here.
Smile, Dawn. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold on. I already missed it. I already missed the rabbit. So it was outside of the park, so that means it's when they were outside of it. Find Dawn and okay, makes sense.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Smile, Dawn.
Hold on, I'm not taking a picture of her.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Got it. There wasn't
Okay, got it.
there wasn't like a brightness settings option, so it's just kind of what it is. Oh, dang, I have to do Barbara's story. I hate Barbara's story so much, but, you know, whatever.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
I forgot.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
I don't like this story at all.
As a
So boring.
star, Barbara was famous for her scream.
Don't care.
At 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Mm-hmm.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
I did it. Alright, so it means I only have to do... Hold on, I'm gonna try something.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay, cool. I already played this whole thing. I just want to see
I hadn't
something.
been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back. The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
And they said this achievement was take both paths.
This house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Alright, one more achievement. Let's see how long it'll take. Because we're going on 3 hours. Peephole in the fence. Very satisfied with my trophies, thank you.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother. Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. For the first time in years.
Oh, that was Molly. She,
felt like I was
Edith
home.
is not fat. Molly is fat. Molly is the fat one. And Molly
in the house
would have
looked
been like
abnormal.
100 years
There was
old if she was
just
still alive
too
now,
much
so.
of it. Like a smile with too many teeth. Edie told me once that every
They're
Finch
not
who
fat.
ever lived is buried somewhere in the library. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Can't believe a snake crawled into their toilet and ate the girl. I don't know how we make this possible. I couldn't imagine none of this.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara.
No, I didn't ask you.
Along with the rest of the house.
I really didn't ask. Hey. I'm not watching it now. So I have to do that whole thing all over again because you want me. Okay, whatever. It's an easy do, but so.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
Yes. You know what? Basically, what I have to do is I have to go to freaking Barbara's thing, right?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
I should be able to go to this thing. Yeah, I guess not. You have to do those. So I'm trying to think what was around, what story came around that time. Walter. Walter, yeah. I have to.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Why the heck are you refusing to go in there? Just go, idiot.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
I'm not Walter.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Mrs. Doom and Gloom? What the heck is that?
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Well, I mean, she kind of doesn't have any family to go to, so...
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Get out of my way.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Our family?
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edith who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh, I already got it. I guess apparently I already looked through Milton and Lewis's room without closing out. So I just got the platinum. I I just got the platinum. That's tough. Now I'm gonna go sleepy. I'm gonna go to sleep, and we're going to have a good day tomorrow. Goodbye, good night, goodbye. And probably, hopefully, eat some good food. Yes, good night, goodbye, good night. Yes, goodbye, good night.